Yo, what's good YouTube? If you want to rank up quickly in the new season, you're in the right place. There are several key strategies you need to master. First, it's important to understand that solos is the most efficient mode for gaining rank points. In solo mode, every elimination counts as a full team wipe, meaning you gain more points per kill, compared to duos or squads. If you're confident in your mechanics and decision making, solo is your best bet for fast progression. However, if you're still building your skills or prefer some backup, duos is a solid alternative, as long as your teammate knows what to do. If you like this video so far, make sure to subscribe. Now, let's talk about drop spots. Picking the right location at the start can decide your game. I would recommend not going to the new POIs because there's so many people there. Landing somewhere quiet gives you a chance to loot up, heal, and rotate safely, all without getting third-partied early on. Stick to the places you know well and don't switch up things too much. Kills matter, but not all eliminations are equal. Late game eliminations are worth significantly more points than early game ones, up to 3 points as much. That means aggressive early fights aren't always worth the risk unless you're 100% confident in winning them. A smarter approach is to land at a safer spot, focus on looting and farming materials, and only fight when you're confident of winning. Tagging enemies from a distance still gives you assist points if they get eliminated, so don't hesitate to spray them from far away, even if you can't finish the fight yourself. Since movement items are rare this season, you should rotate before the zone closes to avoid fights in zone. One of the best things for this is the radio towers. This gives you a storm forecast, allowing you to plan your rotation several zones ahead. There is currently 5 of them on the map. Knowing where the next storm will be can be the difference between dying to a third party and winning the game. When it comes to actual combat, especially in mid and late game, smart positioning and quick decision making will give you a huge edge. Piece control is essential. Taking walls, placing cones, and editing quickly will allow you to dictate fights rather than react to them. If you're in a close range box fight, always use right hand peek to gain advantage and avoid wide open edits that expose you. The best players know how to turn defense into offense by boxing enemies, pre-editing walls, and controlling every piece of the build. To consistently win games and maximize points, you need a well-rounded approach. Safe early game, smart mid-game fights, and calculated endgame decisions. Avoid chaotic drop spots and instead choose spots that give you solid loot and quick access to the next rotation. Avoid unnecessary fights unless you have a clear advantage, and when you do engage, finish quickly and efficiently. Every fight you take lowers the chance to win in the endgame because you're using heals, mats, and these resources you'll need for the final zones. Now I'm gonna show you how I fight in early, mid, and late game, and break it down to you guys. When I landed, I heard somebody else land nearby, so I pushed quickly since I had a shotgun off spawn. After getting the siphon mats from that elim, I had so many mats, so I full pieced the building. I placed the stair in front of the window so I could safely open the chest without exposing myself too much. Then, using visual audio, I noticed he was trying to break in my box. That's when I backed up and placed the floor above him to block his exit. After that, I went for the right hand peek shot and quickly moved out of the box. I waited for him to panic and try to escape, and when he wasn't paying attention, I caught him off guard and finished the fight. So now here is a mid-game example. Here, I spotted a player on the train and cracked his shield, so I pushed him immediately. I got him really low, but he managed to box up. I knew I had the HP advantage, so I kept pressuring him. When he tried to escape, he boxed up again. But I stayed on him the whole time so he couldn't heal. I saw he wanted to go up, so I coned him. Then used the visual audio to track his movement and fully boxed him. After that, I finished him off. This move I think is really underrated because I don't see a lot of people doing it, but all you have to do is just look higher than the wall and place 2 cones, and that's it. Here is another example of a mid-game fight. Here, he had the high ground, so I had to find a way to reach him. First, I tried to pre-fire him, but that didn't work. Then I tried to approach him safely. I did a retake where I counted him off, and that allowed me to take the high ground. He shockwaved up shortly after, but I cracked his shield and hit him with a right hand peek shot. I noticed that as he was building up, both walls were mine, so I edited underneath him, he fell down, I full boxed him, and when he shot at my stair, I pre-fired and finished the fight. Here, I got pushed by an enemy and took some damage, so I quickly built a few boxes to create space and give myself room to move. Then I popped a plop to heal up while letting him continue pushing, hoping to land some counter damage. I noticed he was playing super aggressive and he ended up dropping into my box. I hit him with a right hand peek, and after he took the shot, I edited the window and shot him again while holding my bow to stay safe. After that he backed off, but I kept the pressure up eventually. Here I tried to spray him, but he had more mats now, so I wanted to play more passive. I ran out of mats, so I just sprayed him down and finished the fight. Now I'm gonna show you an endgame scenario where most of the fights happen in boxes, since player on high can easily spray down. In this situation, I noticed my opponent was running around a lot, which usually means they are low on mats. So I started shooting at him from a right hand peak where he couldn't shoot back efficiently. With these new overpowered weapons, I was able to break through his walls and easily kill him. So to sum it all up, if you really want to climb fast and hit unreal, it's not about flashy plays or high kill games. It's about smart, consistent gameplay. Start with safe early game, land somewhere uncontested with solid loot and easy rotates. Mid game, only take fights when you got the advantage. Every unnecessary fights burn through your heals and mats and you're needed in the endgame. In the final zones, it's all about decision making. Fight smart from box to box, stay ahead of zone, and don't panic. With the new OP weapons, sometimes just holding a right hand peak and applying pressure is all you need. One pop-off game won't carry you, but consistent placements and clean elimination will. Play with purpose, stay calm, and make every move count. That's how you reach Unreal. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe so you don't miss the next banger. And I see you in the next one. Peace.